Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing good. First of all, thank you so much for joining us today. Have you ever wondered? Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever watched a video online and wondered, is this actually real? Today, that question is more important than ever. But first of all, let us introduce ourselves to you. I'm Ihsan, a computer science student, minor in communication studies, and I will be the moderator of today's live. Now I will let other participants to introduce themselves. Please, Aya, can you start?
Thank you so much, Ihsan. Hello, everyone. I hope you all doing well. So I'm Aya, majoring in international studies and diplomacy with a minor in human resources and development. And today I will cover how deepfakes are creating a serious problem for media and journalism. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So my name is Huda Nasir and I'm a student at Al University. I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in human resources and development. And for today, I'll be presenting one of the ethical challenges and social risks of deepfakes, as well as the importance of responsibility and trust in the age of AI.
So, hello everyone. My name is Wiam Agwid. I'm an HR student. So, today I will present my part in this webinar about deepfakes, which focuses on how to detect deepfakes and the different solutions to reduce their impact. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Hajar. I'm a bachelor master student at Al University, and in my part, I will present a case study to explain more what my teammates discussed on their parts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, girls. So, because the rise of AI is becoming harder to tell the difference between what's real and what's completely fake, AI is evolving very fast. And it can now generate videos, clone voices, and create images that look incredibly realistic. And sometimes they are even impossible to detect with the simple human eye. And these creations are called deepfakes simply. At first, deepfakes were mostly used for entertainment, for example, in movies, memes, or social media content. But today, their impact goes far beyond that. They can influence opinions, spread the misinformation, and even damage trust in what we see and hear every day as consumers of media. And that's where the real problem begins. Now we will talk about the content of today's webinar. First, we will talk about the impact of deepfakes on media and trust, ethical and social risks, detection and solution. We will end the webinar by a case study and then a simple conclusion, and we will give you the floor for a Q&A session, then a Kahoot game. But these two parts, we will let them to till the final. Thank you, and I will give the floor to Aya to present her part about the ethical issues.
Thank you so much, Ihsan. And as Ihsan said, that deepfakes today are very hard to detect. And also, it's becoming very hard to verify what is real and what is fake. In the past, if we saw a video or an image, we usually trust it. But today, with deepfakes, even very realistic content can be completely false. So, this means that we can no longer rely only on what we see. Second, even journalists can be fooled. Professional journalists are trained to verify information, but deepfakes are now so advanced that sometimes even experts cannot easily detect them. This creates a big challenge for news organizations. Third, what I want to cover is that there is a real risk of publishing false content. If a journalist or a media company shares a deepfake by mistake, it can spread very quickly and reach a large audience. Even if they correct it later, The damage is already done because people may still believe the fake information. Because of all this, trust in media is decreasing. People start to question everything they see in the news. They are no longer sure if the information is true or manipulated. And this weakens the credibility of media institutions. Finally, on social media, the problem becomes even worse. According to the UNESCO in 2025, deepfakes spread faster than real information because of algorithms and user behavior. Platforms promote content that gets attention, especially shocking or emotional videos. At the same time, users often share content without checking it first. So overall, deepfakes are not only a technological issue, but also a serious threat to trust in media. Now moving to the next slide. Now I will explain how deepfakes influence public opinion and people behavior. I think it's not this slide, it's the one before. Sorry. Yes, this one. Thank you so much, Ihsan. As I said, that now I will explain how deepfakes influence public opinion and people's behavior. So first, deepfakes exploit emotions. They are often designed to create a strong feeling like a fear, anger, or shock. When people see this kind of content, they usually react very quickly without taking time to think or verify if it is true. Because of this, deepfakes create confusion. People are not sure what is real and what is fake anymore. This makes it difficult to understand what is really happening in the world. So they also increase polarization. And this means that society becomes more divided. Different group of people start believing different versions of reality, which creates more conflict and disagreement. As a result, there is a loss of trust in media and institutions. People stop trusting news, government, and even experts because they feel that information can be easily manipulated. Deepfakes also influence how people think, vote, and, and react. For example, during elections, a fake video of a politician can change how people see that person and affect their decision. And will be covered in our webinar today. They can show fake speeches from politicians, making it seem like they said something controversial or offensive. They can also alter real events by changing parts of a real video to create a different message. And in some cases, they can create completely false narratives, meaning stories that never happen at all but look real to the audience. So overall, deepfakes are powerful because they don't just share information, they shape how people understand reality. Now moving to my last slide, please. Deepfakes are a powerful tool for misinformation and propaganda. They can be used to manipulate people, especially in politics. And that's why I choose as a title why this is dangerous. So once a deep fake go viral, it is almost impossible to correct, even if the truth comes later. Many people still believe the fake version. They can influence election, damage reputations, as highlighted, yes, and damage reputations as it was highlighted by the UNESCO, and even create social instability. So the impacts of deep fakes can be very serious, both online and in real life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aya. Now we will move to the next part by Huda.
Hello, everyone. So, first, maybe start with ethical challenges of deepfakes. One of the main concerns is manipulation. So, deepfakes allow people to often looks completely authentic, even when it's entirely fabricated. As a result, people can be easily misled without realizing it. And this becomes especially problematic when deepfakes are used for misinformation or propaganda. Controversial could spread rapidly online, influencing opinions before the video is even verified. In such cases, people may form beliefs or make important decisions based on content that is not true. And another major ethical issue is consent. So deepfakes often use a person's face, voice, or identity without their permission, and this raises serious concerns about ownership and control over one's own image. If someone can take your face and make you appear to say or do something you never did, it means you are losing control over your identity. And this is not just a technical issue, it is a violation of privacy, dignity, and personal autonomy. Um, in some cases, deepfakes have been used for harassment or exploitation, with further highlights the essential the ethical risks. So it's privacy and respect for it. Moving beyond rules, serious consequences, they contribute significantly, especially when they use actions by public figures, realistic. The risk for exposed to manipulation, question everything, and falsehood, because there are people make, but the erosion, according to the UNESCO provokes nature, the virus combination.
So, for example, detection in natural facial movements, strange blinking patterns, or problems in how the lips move compared to the voice. So another important method is careful observation. Even without tools, we can sometimes notice small mistakes. For example, the face may look unnatural or slightly distorted, the lighting and shadows may not be consistent, the voice may not perfectly match the person speaking, or the movements may look too smooth or robotic. Finally, media verification is very important. This means checking where the content comes from. If a video is not shared by trusted news sources or official accounts, we should be careful before believing or sharing it. Now let's talk about solutions and responsibility. First, solving the problem of deepfakes is not the responsibility of one group only. It requires cooperation between different actors. Please, Ihsan, can you move on to the first slide? Yes. So, technology companies play a very important role. These companies are responsible for creating AI systems, and they also develop tools that can detect deepfakes and prevent misuse of technology. Second, governments also have a key role. They create laws and regulations that control how artificial intelligence is used. Their goal is to protect citizens from misinformation, fraud, and manipulation. Third, digital platforms such as TikTok and YouTube are very important because they are where most content is shared. These platforms are responsible for monitoring videos, removing harmful content, and labeling AI generated media so users can know what is real and what is not. So, we can see that solving the deepfake problem requires cooperation between technology, companies, governments, and online platforms. Now, let's focus on solutions from a legal perspective, especially the role of regulation. One of the most important legal frameworks in this area is the EU AI Act, which is a law created by the European Union to regulate artificial intelligence and reduce its risks. Its main purpose is to ensure that AI systems are safe, transparent, and accountable when used in society. A key legal requirement in the EU AI Act is that AI-generated content must be clearly labeled by law. This means that any video, image, or text created or significantly modified by artificial intelligence must be identified so that users are not misled. This legal obligation mainly applies to technology companies and digital platforms, meaning they are responsible for making sure AI content is detected and labeled correctly before it is shared with the public. So, platforms such as TikTok and YouTube must therefore follow these rules by monitoring content and ensuring compliance with the law, especially when it comes to harmful or misleading AI generated media. So overall, the AI Act establishes a legal responsibility framework that ensures transparency and helps protect users from misinformation and manipulation in the digital space. Now let's move on to the next slide. As a student, there are several important actions we can take to protect ourselves from the fake and fake content as all society in general. So first, we should always verify the source or of any information before trusting or sharing it. If the content does not come from a reliable or official source, we should be careful. Second, we need to pay attention to visual and audio details. For example, we can check if the facial expressions look real, if the lip movements match the voice, or if there are any strange or unrealistic effects in the video. So third, it is very important to compare the information with the trusted news platform or official websites to confirm its accuracy. And finally, we should also develop critical thinking habits, meaning we should not immediately believe or share content online without thinking. So solving this problem is not only the responsibility of governments or companies, it's also our responsibility as users. We must think critically, question what we see, and avoid sharing unverified information. Because in a world where fake content looks real, awareness is our strongest protection. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wiam. Now, I will let the floor to Hajar to present her part, which is the case study.
Before starting explaining the main ideas about this video, let's see a video to know more about what I'm going to talk about.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time, even if they would never say those things. So, for instance, they could have me say things like, I don't know, Killmonger was right, or Ben Carson is in the sunken place, or how about this? Simply, President Trump is a total and complete dipshit. Now, you see, I would never say these things, at least not in a public address, but someone else would. Someone like
Thank you, Ihsan. After watching the video, let's explain the main idea. The video shows deepfakes as an advanced digital tools similar to those used in science. It explains that deepfakes are not just for social media, but are powerful technologies. The video also highlights the dangers of misinformations, showing how deepfakes can change political message and reduce people's trust. Even the video has many views, it has no likes or comments, it's mainly used for public interaction. The main goal of the video is to make people aware of media manipulation and how easy it is to create fake content. To end up, it shows that what we see is not always real and encourage people to think carefully about digital media. Now let's move to the next slide. After talking about the main ideas, let's move to talk about the use of technology, its purpose, and its impact. The video is part of series called Creative Visualization Science. It appears with advanced scientific simulation like QCD fields, graphene, and Einstein's gravity. This suggests deepfake technology is a powerful digital tool, similar to those used in science and research. It also shows that deepfakes require strong computing systems and advanced knowledge, not just simple editing skills. The keywords linked to the video, such as enemies, dystopia, and trust, give clues about its message. They suggest the video is a warning about the risk of deepfake, especially how they can be used in politics to mislead people, create conflicts, and damage trust. It also shows that deepfakes can be used to spread false information quickly and influence people's opinion. The video has over 11,000 views, but no likes or comments. This is not common for regular online videos. It likely means the video is used for educational purpose, such as in a classroom instead of being made of for public interaction. The video is organized with advanced tools like Glyphsy. It's seen as more than just media content. It helps people think about how images are created and understood. It shows that what we see is not always true, and that digital content can be easily manipulated. This encourages people to question what they see online and think more critically before believe it. Thank you so much, Ihsan.
Thank you so much, Hajar. Now we came to the end of our webinar. So, to conclude, deepfakes represents one of the most fascinating and at the same time one of the most concerning developments in artificial intelligence. They show us how powerful technology has become, but also how easily it can be misused. Today, we can no longer rely on only what we see or hear to decide what is true and what's not true. And this creates a very serious challenge, not just for media and journalists, but also for us as individuals who consume media on a daily basis. Because in a world full of manipulated content, trust becomes fragile. However, this doesn't mean that the situation is hopeless. No, we have tools, we have knowledge, and the most important thing is that we have what we call critical thinking and awareness on our side as humans. So, by learning how deepfakes work, questioning the content we consume, and thinking critically before sharing information, we can become more responsible digital citizens. And that's exactly what we encourage you to do after this webinar. And remember, technology is not the problem by itself, it's how we choose to use it. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to do the question and answer parts. We will let it till the final since it's just a mock right now. Also, the Q&A and the Kahoot parts. So this is the slide of our references. And thank you so much, guys, whoever that has joined us today. Thank you so much and enjoy your afternoon and evening. Thank you so much.